to another episode of the Skinsider. Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi. We're back.
We are back. We also have our Skinsider Mezcal Margarita.
Yes. And our buzzword is morning.
And today...
Zero grace. You're on it.
And today we are going to be talking all things summer skin related.
Yes, because Memorial Day is coming up. So no matter where you live, summer is starting. It does get hotter. So we want to talk about how to get your skin like summer skin ready.
Hydrated.
Yes. And also, when the season's changing, you should be changing out your skincare especially. Sometimes you do have to switch out what procedures you're doing. But we definitely want to talk about the switching out of the products and getting your skin summer ready to go.
And because we're talking about switching out some of the products and adjusting your products to the seasons, really, because in the summertime, here in Florida, it's extremely humid. So you are going to be more prone to oils.
Oh, yeah.
More prone to acne breakouts and also some flare-ups, whether it's like rosacea flare-ups.
Right.
You're going to have...
pores open up.
Yeah.
Like you think about when we give a facial and we steam the skin.
Because we want to open the pores.
Open the pores, right. But in that heat and humidity, when your pores open, you're going to get clogged dirt and oil and your sebum secretions and things like that. So we're also going to teach you how to really get the skin cleaned out, but also what to do to prevent those flare-ups and also treat those flare-ups.
Correct. Absolutely.
Because even if you're spending time, say you don't live in Florida and you spending time in like a beach town where it's super humid on the water, you're going to need to know this stuff also. So we're going to give you the rundown. Okay. So we're going to start off. I'm going to shoot it over your way to kind of talk about prepping the skin, getting those like dead skin cells off.
A little backstory. With all of our skin, we actually have accumulated dead skin cells that accumulate over time. And if we're not using the correct exfoliants or polishes, even prep pads to get a lot of that dirt and grease and free radicals and from everyday life, the environmental that is falling down onto our skin and the surface of our skin, it starts to be dull after a while. You lose your shine, you lose your glow. So you can, if you don't have time to go get a microdermabrasion facial, which actually really does help eliminate the dead skin cells off the surface of the face, or even a laser rejuvenating facial, which I call it a power washer for the skin because it actually really is pretty cool how it works.
I'm going to steal that for my consultation.
It is. I mean, you take the laser, you put it right over the skin, and you can see like the smoke and the dirt literally just coming out of it. And if you've ever watched anyone power wash, brick pavers or a sidewalk, you can see how that dirt really sprays back and comes off of the concrete, and it does the same on the face. So my first product that I like to talk about today is the Zeo Skin Health Exfoliating Polish. It does not have to be Zeo Skin Health. It could be any exfoliating polish.
That's just the one we carry, so we brought it.
And also because it has a little bit of grittiness to it. So what it's doing is it's taking those dead skin cells and fluffing them off.
Oil and just grease and dirt. Like
degreasing.
You just feel so much like cleaner after you
use something. It does have a little grittiness to it, but with that grittiness, I like it too. Your skin feels so smooth. And it feels, I don't know. I just can't say enough about it because I've been using this new microderm polish. I'm just learning about this, so excuse me for even bringing up my computer at the moment.
This is the new brand. I referenced it on my
with the eye cream.
Yes, I referenced it on my morning episode where I was saying, like, if you guys want us to bring in this brand, give us some feedback on it. It's a brand that we're kind of testing out and trying right now to see if it's something that we want to bring on board. So I tried the eye cream. I really loved it. She's trying the microderm polish right now. She's really loving it. It's a Lumiere MD.
Yes, a Lumiere MD, the microderm polish. My skin just feels great. I've been using it twice a week just to test it out, but I also haven't had like any facials or microderms done to my skin in a long time. So I've noticed how smooth it is because I had accumulation of a lot of different dead skin cells.
Yeah. And then referencing that with the oil buildup as well. a good way to, and this is for anyone who has acneic skin any time of the year, but just a little bit more prevalent for the rest of the population during the summer months, is going to be a way to like just kind of buff that off. So I brought over the complexion renewal pads from Zeo Skin Health. These are one of our top sellers in the office. They're really hard for us to keep on hand. So what I like to do is tell people, put it in your beach bag, put it in your gym bag, whatever, or just incorporate it in your morning or nighttime or both skincare routine. But they're so easy to use. They're just these pads that you put on. It declogs the pores, gets rid of any excess dirt and oil, and prevents breakouts. So if you are finding that your skin is starting to give you that kind of clogged pore breakout look, we all know what that looks like. You start incorporating these guys, throw it in, and it just is gonna set you kind of back to basics. It does have a softer side and then a more texturized side. The more texturized side will give you a little bit of that exfoliation, whereas the softer side will not. So you can kind of pick and choose what you like or use both sides. And then if you do happen to get any breakouts, the Zeo Skin Health Acne Control. This is a 10% benzoyl peroxide. It is maximum strength. It controls surface oil. It neutralizes bacteria. It prevents any future breakouts. You use it as a spot treatment. You're not going to use it all over. You just take a little bit, put it right where you need it. It is like a vacuum, you guys. You put this on and that pimple is like, bloop. Like I will put it on someone during a facial and I'll get a text message later in the day after the facial, like, it's going away. It is going away. And I'm like, I know, because I spot treated with it. So if you are breakout prone, keep something like that on hand. It's good to keep just in your medicine cabinet or in your skincare drawer or, you know, wherever in your makeup bag. And just in case you see something start to pop up, you're starting to even feel it, throw it on there and
but make sure you do not wear it out in the sun directly and just like put this on your face and go out in the sun.
Guys. Well, and that's the thing. Sunscreen always.
Yes.
Like when people ask me like post-procedure or facials or whatever, like they're like, okay, so should I wear sunscreen? I'm like, well, you should.
Well, you want to protect your investment.
Always wear sunscreen. So yes.
Yes.
But yes, the answer is yes. The answer is always yes. If you're going to ask me sunscreen, yes. That's it. But to boost your sunscreen, that leads us into the next product. So we've done a bunch of vitamin C episodes. We've talked about it in our mornings, our nighttimes, our everything. So I'm not going to hammer in the whole vitamin C thing. Oh my
I'll be
goodness. Like it amazes me how well they pay attention.
I didn't catch that.
Like, no, neither did I. So in your AM routines, so this is the 10% self-activating vitamin C. We've already talked about this one, but I just brought in some type of antioxidant to drive home. You know, you should really be boosting that up this time of year. People tend to spend a lot more time outside.
Yes.
Maybe not us Floridians. We like hide in the summer, but for those of you that only get the summer like 3 months out of the year, like my family lives at the Jersey Shore in the summer and you know, they love to be at the beach. So really make sure that you're doubling up on that. Get a good antioxidant in there. You're just kind of doubling up your defense against the sun, especially on the face.
Especially like after being in the sun later in the evening, you want to really kind of hydrate and nourish your skin because it's crying for help at that point.
It is. And then speaking of moisturizers, like that could mean you could do one of two things. You could, one, either want to hydrate more, you know, because you've depleted from being in the sun. But if you're like us and, you know, you really protect yourself against the sun, and with that change of the season, the change of the humidity, the heat, the skin is not going to be quite as dry as it normally is in the winter months because of the difference in the environment. Your aggressors change depending on the environment that you're in. It's like when people go skiing and they come back and they're dry and they're cracked and they're flaky and they need that lipid barrier replaced. We don't see that in the summer. So that's why we brought along a thinner moisturizer.
Yeah, you don't want anything really thick or heavy for the summertime.
Because your skin doesn't need it. It already has some humidity. Like your levels are, the humidity levels are increased, which increases your sebum secretion levels.
Correct.
It goes hand in hand. But like you were saying, if you have been in the sun, hydrate.
Definitely
your
hydrate.
skin.
Yeah.
Speaking of sun, I'm going to let you go off on your...
This is the new product that we're carrying, Skin Better Science, and we brought on the Advanced Mineral Protection Broad Spectrum SPF 65 Sunscreen Stick. People, this is a stick. This is great for children, easy to apply, real quick, can get in there. I love it. It's in my beach bag. I actually used it this past weekend, and I put it all over my face. I put it on my shoulders, my knees. I'm basically putting it on my body.
Right.
Even though it's for your face, I still put it for my body. If it's good enough for my face, I can put it on my body.
Oh, yeah, and it's great to, like, replenish with. Like, if, like, we're, you know, reading outside and my husband will be like, oh, your décolleté is getting a little red.
Yeah.
Just, I've got the stick out. It's great for hands.
Easy to rub in.
Your purse because it's small.
Not oily, not greasy.
No.
It's actually nourishing. I do enjoy it. It is water resistant for 80 minutes. So that's pretty nice, especially for children.
Yeah.
It's convenient. Put it that way. I like it. It's really convenient, and it doesn't have that sunscreen smell to it, though.
Correct. Yeah. And we carry a ton of sunscreens, but one thing that we wanted to drive home with it being the summer is you need to pick a sunscreen that works for you. Half the battle with sunscreen is convenience. People don't like to use a sunscreen because they say, well, I play tennis and then my hands are slippery and I'm slipping with the paddle, or, oh, I can't just throw it on my golf bag. I can't just reapply the whole thing, yada, 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 yada. We hear it all. So whether it be a spray, a stick, a cream, a lotion, a makeup, it doesn't matter what it is. You have to find the product that works for you. But we're trying to show you that convenience is there. The companies are listening. They are giving you convenience, so there's really not an excuse at this point to not be wearing sunscreen.
Also, back to this is recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, SPF doesn't work past 30. This is 65. This is 56. This actually was approved by the Skin Care Foundation, and it's the highest SPF that has actually been effective on the market to this day. That's what she had told us when she came in, and
it's good stuff.
Yeah.
And then if you happen to be in the sun for longer than you anticipate, you run out of sunscreen and you're on the beach and your friends used all yours, whatever it may be, if you do get a sunburn, you want to have something on hand to kind of mitigate that, like, just awful, like, second-degree burn feeling that your skin ends up feeling, where it's just red and cracked and itchy and peeling. And you also want to try and reverse that damage as much as you can. Okay. So have some kind of after sun product on hand. That is very important. We also have a bunch of them at the office, but I grabbed one that I personally use. This is the Soothing Silver Cream from L'Oreal Skin Labs. So this is great for first-degree burn. So, like, redness, that minor swelling. You don't have a blister. This isn't like, you know, a full-blown chemical burn or fire burn or something like that. But your skin is compromised. So you want to be able to put this on. It hydrates the skin back over again, and it helps repair it. It's like an epidermal repair cream. A benefit with something like this is you can also use it post-procedure. So it's good to have it on hand because, you know, chemical peels, resurfacing procedures, something like that. But it's also good for the summer for bug bites, eczema flare-ups, contact dermatitis, different issues that you might fall into over the summer that you don't normally. It's also good to have it on hand. So you get a lot of bang for your buck with these types of epidermal repair creams, but they are good to keep on hand, especially in the summer, because of that post-sun feeling.
Post-sunburn, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't have these products, or, you know, you haven't invested in them yet, another good thing, if you can get your hands on some natural aloe. Natural aloe really will help with healing of the skin or any type of sunburn that you do have on the skin. It'll leave you a little more cooling sensation, and it should take it away after a couple hours too. Well, at least calm it down, not take it away completely. Yeah. But yeah, so aloe is definitely one that is natural that you could use.
Yeah, absolutely. And you should.
Yeah.
Should use it for sure. And then what other body?
So I
treatments do you got?
brought
Get the body ready.
Firm. So a lot of people tend to neglect the rest of their body. I know when I do fly, I'm originally from Michigan, so when I fly back in the winter months and I come back to Florida, my skin is so dry. My legs are like flaky. You can tell by the difference in humidity and, elevations. So a lot of people do forget that you want to hydrate your whole body. You don't want to just hydrate your face. Your arms could start to get a little bit dried out, dehydrated, same with your legs. So Body Firm has a lot of different advantages for this particular product. It will help with any type of body contouring, like it will
crepey skin.
Help with the crepey skin. It will be like you can actually make more firm toning to the skin, as well as a youthful look to the skin, and it can tighter and lifted in a sense with the technology that is in this particular Body Firm. So you can put it all throughout everywhere, and it's hydrating, extremely hydrating to it too. So I do like this. I put it anywhere.
Well, and it is beneficial because a lot of people forget the rest of the body. They get facelifts and they look 40 up here and 70 down here. Yeah. Because they forget. So you should be kind of preventing and treating. Same with when you're being in the sun. Sun damage hits everywhere. Sun damage hits, it's going to hit if you've got skin. It doesn't matter. If you're exposing your body to the sun, you're going to have sun damage. So make sure that you're treating everything.
Well, yeah, because you're dehydrating your skin when you're laying on the skin. So, with the iFirm technology in here, it does help with the density and elasticity in the skin as well. So this is a good post-procedure product and pre if
and
you really want to.
Everyday use.
Yeah.
Use it on the crepey knee area. Use it on the crepey arm area. It is expensive. So if you just want to be spot treating with it, like a lot of people worry about the crepiness of the knees or the thighs or the forearms or the upper arms, trace it twice a day. Be putting it where you need it.
Another one, we don't sell this, but I got this at Costco.
Yeah, it's so well known. Everybody loves this stuff.
Brazilian body butter cream.
Everybody loves the Brazilian body butter cream.
I like this. Costco, if you want to sponsor us, we're here for you because I also love Costco.
Costco gives me anxiety.
Love it.
Costco gives me like actual anxiety. It's a thing. I could do an entire episode on my Costco anxiety.
When's the last time you were at Costco?
The last time I literally had to be at Costco. My parents made me go once, like before my wedding, to get stuff for the welcome bags for the hotels.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, if there's anything that's going to give you more anxiety than like being at Costco, it's probably like being at Costco with your parents. But
true,
it was anxiety ridden, that's for sure.
I just love Costco
alone.
We do have a question from the audience.
Okay.
Sarah, she says, "I'm married, and my coworker, his name is Anthony. Should I wear sunscreen in front of him because he's hot?"
Yes.
Yes.
He won't even know if you have the sunscreen on or not.
He won't. You won't get that fever blister.
I'm just kidding.
Oh gosh, I love it. That's great. Oh man.
Speaking of Brazilian body cream.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, it comes with two, and it smells so good. It's great. I love it. They
smell good.
They say it's a little on the natural side, and why not?
Like your natural
I do
Turks
like
and
it.
Caicos sunscreen.
So I do have a story. I went to Turks and Caicos with my family, and I guess Turks and Caicos is known for their natural homemade sunscreen that they have there. I should have brought it. Darn it. And we bought it. I used it for the first time when I came back. I went to the beach around spring break time, and I used it for the first time. I don't burn often at all, really. And that day, I was fried. I have not been that burnt, and I couldn't tell you how long. But it has nothing but like seed oils and grape oils in it for ingredients.
Wasn't it basically like Crisco?
I'm bringing it next time, and I'm gonna
and it was basically like lard.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Just don't buy it. That's all I have to
someone
say.
else like wasn't burnt, and you asked why, and they were like, I didn't put that on me.
Oh yeah, I asked my mom, did you use this sunscreen? She's like, no, I didn't use it. I didn't bring it. And here I am. Me and my friend, we got so burnt from this sunscreen.
It's like shortening.
Yeah. It was like pure oil. But as always, we do have a Reddit question.
It's my turn to answer one, isn't it?
I will read it. But all these products are offered at our spa if anyone is interested in anything. Or if you have any questions, please feel free. Like email us, write us, comment, text us, whatever it is. Yeah. And we will get back to you and let you know what we recommend. We also, for the month of June, for smooth skin, summer skin, we recommend laser hair removal as well. A lot of people don't like to shave in the summer.
Yeah,
or
ingrown hairs or...
Yeah, your hair follicles. You get like rashes or breakouts from that. Laser hair removal is a great way to just be hairless.
Yeah, be hairless.
All summer long.
You could just
all life
throw
long.
on a bathing suit, not worry about it. Throw on a t-shirt, not worried about it. And go about your day.
Yeah.
Am I about to get hit with a Reddit question?
You are.
Okay.
Okay. Please suggest what skincare to follow in this scorching summer. Oh, please suggest what skincare to follow in this scorching summer. Sorry. It's only April and it's already so hot. I live in a place where it gets so hot and humid in summers. I sweat a lot, but my skin is getting dry in this heat. I don't have to go out in the daytime. I am using moisturizer, niacinamide 5% and alpha-arbutin in the night and just a light moisturizer in the morning. How to hydrate my skin without making it too oily.
Okay, so what I would throw in there based on what they are saying that they are using, I would throw in a hydrating serum underneath of that light moisturizer. I would probably stick with the light moisturizer because anything else is going to kind of be a little too greasy because it's going to sit on top of the skin.
Correct.
But your serum is going to go under your skin. So if you add on, like I'm just throwing out options out there, SkinCeuticals makes the HA intensifier, SkinCeuticals makes the hydrating B5 gel, all of those types of things increase the hydration level to your skin, and then your moisturizer goes on top of that. Like I always use a serum underneath of my moisturizer to give me like a little bit of hydration, but you could also throw in a little like bonus product like Zeo Skin Health makes the illuminating AOX serum.
Oh yeah.
It is a beautiful dewy kind of glowy serum. We call it the glazed donut look, where you look really beautiful and glowy, but it's not a thick, heavy moisturizer that isn't going to make you feel greasy. Because that's the thing. There's a difference between dewy and greasy. Mm-hmm. There's hydrated and then there's greasy. Yeah. Greasy is what nobody wants to feel and thinks that they're going to feel when we talk about moisturizers or hydration products or things like that. And you don't want to dehydrate the skin because the more you dehydrate your skin, the more you actually break out. So people think if they hit the tanning bed, if they lay on a beach, if they dehydrate their skin, they're not going to break out. False. When you dehydrate your skin, your cells go into like a hyper overdrive. Your sebum production is used to being produced by your pores, by these cells. When you are no longer producing that, it doesn't know why. So it starts to produce twice the amount. And now you're going to get big time breakouts. So you do want to make sure that if your skin is drying out in this heat, especially with, like we were saying, you're going to start to, break out just because of the heat and the humidity and the sweat and the dirt and the oils. You do want to make sure that you're throwing something else in there that is keeping your skin hydrated. So I would suggest putting something underneath of that light moisturizer and then also sleeping in a heavier moisturizer at night. So you don't feel as greasy during the day. But you can always use one in the AM, not going to say the M word, but one in the AM and then a different one in the PM that's more hydrating, and do it that way too.
She's cheating.
Playing the game because I'm winning.
What do you feel about those sheets that you can blot?
Oh, the oil blotting sheets.
Oil blotting sheets.
Why not? Why not? Because if you have makeup on, you're not going to be using like a complexion renewal pad. Right. If you're home, use one of the pads if you don't have makeup on or whatever. But if you've got your sunscreen on, you're out for the day, you're not going to want to be using those pads. So the oil blotting sheets are good. I even carry around like a clean powder brush And sometimes I'll just dust.
Brush it.
Yeah. Or keep like a translucent powder in your bag and just, kind of get your oil together.
So yeah, it's good to just adjust your products to the seasons, most definitely, and having products on rotation. Like our last episode, we don't have a lot of products I don't have a lot of products in my routine because I feel like I can get enough out of 3 different products.
Sure. Yeah.
For myself, and everyone's skin's different, and it's just really a trial and error and what works best for you. And your skin does change every 5 years. Your body changes every 5 years.
And it changes with the seasons, which is why we're doing this episode. And then in the next coming episodes too, what we're going to be doing and kind of talking and focusing on is how to get your body ready also.
Yeah.
It's not just here. It's everywhere. So we're going to be talking about, getting your body ready as well, which will be fun. And we have a special guest coming.
We do.
On our next, we won't disclose what it is. We'll surprise you guys, but we have a fun kind of body episode coming up.
Yeah. It's going to be Catch the Wave.
Yeah. That'll be our hint.
Yeah.
Catch the wave.
Catch the wave.
Yeah.
On our next one.
But again, if you guys have any questions, email us, write to us. You can get to us on Instagram or YouTube. Apple Podcasts.
Facebook.
Yeah. Come find us, ask us whatever questions you have because we are always here, even with your summer skin, to help you love your skin.